Hey everybody, Jeremy here. Welcome to episode 36 of Action Figure Window Shopping, where I have a whole bunch of tabs open on my computer full of cool toys and collectibles that I'm going to share with you because I think that they look cool. Starting off with this one right here. This is the 12-inch Black Adam statue from DC Direct / McFarlane Toys. It is available for pre-order now. He did mention that they were coming out with one of these, and here is a render of it. So you can see at the bottom that it says that the final product is subject to change, but it should pretty much look like this. And if it does, oh my goodness, it is going to look phenomenal. Look at that guy. And the price isn't that bad either. It's going to be $40 and you can pre-order it pretty much anywhere. You want to go to Target, you want to do Amazon, McFarlane Toy Store. Hey, have fun with it. You can pre-order it wherever you want. And wow, it looks fantastic, this statue. So if in real life it looks like this may be one that I have to pick up. Now, McFarlane also had a few other great announcements this week. This one was the first, and there also is going to be a big McFarlane Toys 2022 summer showcase that's coming up next week, or I guess this week since you're seeing this on Sunday, July 14th through the 15th, and they're going to show some awesome reveals, pre-orders, and more. So whatever they show on those couple of days is going to be on the next episode of Action Figure Window Shopping. So can't wait to see what they pull out of their hats for that. Here's another really cool looking figure, a Superman that I had no idea existed. Superman from Future State, Worlds of War is coming soon. Look at that. A fighter who fought for those who could not or would not fight for him. Superman with the shield, and that looks like an axe in his hand. That's something that we definitely don't see every day. But man, it looks like a really cool looking Superman. And then, of course, the background they put along with this and the art, you know, it just really helps it to stand out. And check out that shield with his symbol on it. Ooh, yeah. So that one looks really good. Another announcement here is that pre-orders are available for this DC Direct black and white Batman statue by Freddie E. Williams II. These statues, these DC Direct statues that are in black and white, they tend to be a little bit more on the pricier side, like $124 or something like that. But they are some really nice looking statues. They just cost you a premium. So we got this Batman here. This is no longer relevant. And then here is another DC Direct Harlequin red, white, and black statue by Derek Chu. That is available for pre-order right now. And this Batman is my favorite. Now, this is the Black Man, black and white by Oliver Coipel. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Oliver Coipel. It's available for pre-order. Here's some other photos of him. This one and this one. I kind of like this Batman because you can't see his face. You can't see the bottom half of his face is completely covered. I like that. It kind of reminds me of the Tim Fox Batman. He reminds me of that because you can't see his face underneath that mask there. So that is a very nice looking Batman. And those are the McFarlane Toys announcements for this week. I don't think there were any others. How could I forget? Now, this is the newest, and this is the last announcement for the week. Static Shock from the new 52 is coming soon. And I was pretty shocked when I saw this because this guy was on my list of figures that I wish McFarlane Toys would create. I did a video about that. You can check out the card and check it out. He was one of the figures that I wanted McFarlane to make, and lo and behold, he's doing it. So hopefully, you know, some more figures off that list will be created, because then I will be very happy. And I hope that you would be very happy too if that happens. Okay, so we're going to move on from McFarlane and check out what Target has as an exclusive in case you're into Stranger Things and TMNT stuff. So this is the Eastman and Laird TMNT Leonardo, and he's paired with 11 from Stranger Things. Now, I don't watch Stranger Things, but I wish I would because, you know, people say that it's really awesome. But here's a 2-pack from Target that you can pre-order now. It's $40. Here's a look at them outside of the packaging. And they're really going hard with these TMNT collaborations with these other brands, man. These turtles, they transcend the ages. All right, so very basic figures here, but the mashup is pretty cool if you're into both of these brands. And then there's another pack here, Eastman and Laird with Hopper, Hopper, also from Stranger Things. Bam! So check that out there. So we got a couple of 2-packs. $80 would get you all 4 of these guys. And man, can you really have too many turtles? Probably, but hey, 2 more won't hurt, right? So that is that. And just kind of going along with in that vein of sort of retro-ish kind of collectibles, I saw this on Big Bad Toy Store. So this is a Star Wars Darth Vader concept jumbo figure. So he's 12 inches tall, and this is based on concept art for Darth Vader. So he features an all-new concept-inspired head sculpt, new blue and black paint scheme, a vinyl cape, and a retractable lightsaber, and a resealable retro-style blister card, so you can put them on your wall. So I thought that was pretty interesting, having a concept Darth Vader. Look at that. And he's $70. It's in stock right now. And he's pretty big. You know, he's 12 inches. So I like that. So yeah, he has a blister card and everything. So if you're into the retro stylings of characters in a design that didn't make the final cut, but is still, you know, interesting to see, you can check this out. It's from Diamond Select Toys and Gentle Giant, the Darth Vader concept. And which one do you like? Do you kind of like this one if they would refine it a little bit more? Or is the classic Darth Vader the one and only Vader in your mind and in your heart? Let me know in the comments. All right, so let's kind of move on to video games. God of War Ragnarok was announced earlier in the week, the release date, and along with it are some collector's editions. So I bring this up because even though like they're not action figures, they're not toys, they're still collectibles. And you know that this game is going to be phenomenal. They always are. So here are some of the things that you can get in the God of War Ragnarok collector's edition. Now, of course, the big thing that stands out is going to be the 16-inch Mjolnir replica hammer. That's Thor's hammer. Mwah. You're also going to get a Dwarven dice set, 2 veneer twins, carvings, a steelbook display case, no game disc included. You get the Knowledge Keeper shrine that holds all of these things together. And then for some in-game stuff, you get the Darkdale armor, Darkdale axe grip, and Darkdale blades handles. That's for Kratos. And then for Atreus, it's going to be the Darkdale attire. That's his cosmetic stuff. And then you're going to get the game, of course, for PS4 and PS5 and an official God of War Ragnarok digital soundtrack. They don't have the price on this one yet, but the hammer is what you're buying this for. At least that's what I would buy it for. So this is the collector's edition. And then they also have the God of War Ragnarok Jotnar edition that comes with a lot of the same things like the veneer twins carvings, but then you're also going to get a Falcon Bear and Wolf pin set. You're going to get a 7-inch vinyl soundtrack. So if you got yourself a record player, you can put that in there. You're going to get this legendary Dropnir ring. It's a ring, so you can put on that ring. Brock's dice set, a Yggdrasil cloth map, and of course, Mjolnir 16-inch replica, and all those other cosmetics, as well as the digital soundtrack. And you get a PlayStation theme as well, and a Dark Horse digital mini art book. So yeah, no prices on these as of yet, but if you're into collecting video game special editions, and God, I love God of War, and I'm sure a lot of you out there like God of War too, this might be something you consider picking up. I usually don't go for collector's editions, but it might be an exception for this, particularly for this hammer. And because it's God of War Ragnarok, and you know it's going to be good, So I'm looking forward to that in November. That's when it's coming out. I think let me see the exact date, because I don't want to misquote it. November 9th, 2022. So get ready for that. Just in time for the holidays. All right. So for Diamond Select Toys, I like to give them some love every once in a while. So here's some of the things that are in comic book stores right now. They ship to comic book stores that you can pick up from X-Men and Power Rangers. So they have this Marvel Premiere Collection Bishop resin statue that you can pick up. Look at that guy. Looks really nice. And then they also have this Legends in 3D Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Red Ranger half scale bust. And then if you want the little things, they still got the mini mates going around. So this is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers mini mates series 1 box set. Blue Ranger, Green Ranger, Pink Ranger, and Alpha 5. So these are all in your comic book stores. This bust here is $175. Not bad. All these mini mates, $30 for all of them. And then the Bishop statue, $250, which, I don't think that's a bad price for this at all. Especially for something that is of this size, and the quality looks pretty darn good as well. And it's made of resin. I like it. So yeah, showing a little bit more love to Diamond Select Toys. And another thing that was announced this week for all the cool Lego folks out there is this big, mighty Bowser Lego set that's coming out on the 1st of October. $270, and you get to build this giant friggin' Bowser. Here's a look at the box. It has 2,807 pieces, so it's going to take you a little bit of time to build, but trust me, once you do build one of these big Lego sets, the sense of fulfillment that you get is going to be amazing, and you will take care of that thing. You will not let anything happen to it as long as you have the ability to fight back anything that could damage it. A long time ago, I built a Star Wars, I forgot what they used to call it, Ultimate Signature. I forgot what they used to call it. It was the big R2-D2, and to this day, it is my favorite Lego set that I built because it is so big and it took so long, and through all the times that I moved and everything, it's still intact. So I'm looking at it right now. Hey, R2. Yeah, that's my pride and joy. So maybe this mighty Bowser here can be your pride and joy. Yeah, it looks very nice here. Here's it in scale with an actual human. So he looks pretty big, And there's a whole bunch of different Nintendo and Mario sets that, you can just kind of build to fill out a giant collection of this stuff. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, now NECA also had something that they announced here today. This one is going to be
Rob Zombie's The Monsters Little Big Head Figures 3-pack.
So these guys look pretty cool. They're $65 for all of them, and these faces, these are some very nice looking faces. So we get them. They're going to be 5 to 6 inches based on the 2022 The Monsters film. And we get Herman, Lily, and the Count. Now, this is not something I'm a fan of, as far as the show goes, but I am familiar with these characters, and this looks good. I mean, look at that nose, those eyes. This looks good. This looks really good. And I know that these kind of super deformed, big head, kind of cutesy kind of figures is not everybody's cup of tea, but hey, if it is your cup of tea, I think you're going to like this. So these look good, especially if you don't mind side-eye, because there's some side-eye here. But they look really good. They do look really good. You know what else looks really good? This statue from Dragon Ball Z SH Figure Arts, Porunga and Dende Luminous Dragon Ball set, $300. And this is coming out next year in February. And I love this look. I love this dragon coming out from the back of the Namekian Dragon Balls and little Dende here. I just think it looks fantastic. It looks amazing. That price is a little steep though, especially since we can see like the joints and stuff. See the joints right here in Porunga's arms, and you can see the cut right there in his head, so you can move it back and forth. Something like this, I would prefer if it were a statue, because it's not like I would want to pose this any other way than what you're seeing here. And I don't think that it will really add too much to it. If you if you do add articulation, like twisting the waist right here, I'm not going to do that. So I wish that this was just an awesome looking statue. But anyway, let's talk about what it actually is. It is 11 inches tall. It has lights and sounds from the anime with AA batteries that it can't be bothered to give you. And he has an optional left hand, 2 optional right hands, Dende, and some other hands for Dende, and another head, 7 Namekian Dragon Balls, and a stand for the Dragon Balls and for Purunga. Let's take a look at some of these other photos. So you can kind of have them bending down like this. You see how he has his hand out like that? I mean, these are not poses that I would do. I just kind of want to have them somewhat like this. And there's little Dende. I love that effect. I think that effect really makes it. And it just kind of reminds me of some of these really amazing looking Dragon Ball statues that I'm not sure if they're officially licensed or not, but I've seen videos of folks on YouTube with these massive, beautiful Dragon Ball statues that just cost a ton of money. And I would really love to have one like that. But in lieu of that, I guess you can kind of have one that sort of looks like it could have been a statue in the form of this from Etche's Figure Arts. But I still think $300 is asking too much for this. Absolutely. All right, so we are almost done, almost going to wrap it up here. I was looking at sideshowcollectibles.com and I saw this cool Thor Bust here, and it has this Aztec designs, urban Aztec design by artist Jesse Hernandez. And I think I did something in another episode that showed a Black Panther bust that also had this urban Aztec design. So when I came across this store here, I was like, oh, okay, I remember this. That looks kind of neat, you know, and here's his cool armor here. Sort of looks like the armor that he has in the new movie. And as you can see, this is the height, 8.25 inches by 7.7 inches wide and 5 inches deep. So, you know, it's not very big. There's an apple for scale, you know, but it's basically just the uniqueness of it all. So, yeah, it's definitely a different kind of Thor, you know, but if you're into that art style, it looks somewhat cartoonish and animated. I think that this looks pretty neat, and it's $165. So not terrible, but you're going to have to want it. And, you know, as I was kind of just going along on this site and just trying to see what else was kind of new, I saw that they sell motorcycle helmets. I had no idea. So these are from HJC, which is well known in the helmet making world. So this is the Punisher RPHA 11 Pro helmet. It's $600, and this is, you know, interesting to me because, you know, I ride my scooter, and we have, you know, you use motorcycle helmets. It doesn't really matter. It's not a motorcycle helmet. It's a scooter helmet. It's whatever helmet. But anyway, $600, so it's definitely on that sort of mid to high end kind of a price for a helmet, and it has this Punisher design on the top and the logo on the back. And then some of the features that they say that this helmet has includes a advanced PIM fiberglass build with a max airflow top vent, ACS advanced channeling ventilation system, multi-cool interior, pin prepared HJ-26 shield, cheek pad removal, emergency kit, communication, speaker pockets, breath deflector, and chin curtain. Some of these things are just pretty standard fare. Breath deflector and chin curtain, not really special. Communication speaker pockets, also not necessarily standard, but, you know, it's not anything that's new and exciting. Anti-fog lens inserts and dark smoke shield included. It's $600. This helmet weighs almost 10 pounds, but the only thing about this is they don't tell me what the safety certification for this helmet is, and that is extremely important. I mean, sure, it's got a cool Punisher design on it, but how safe is it? I tried to look to see if this will give me any information on the back of it to see if it was like ECE rated or something, but it doesn't show anything. And they're not saying in the description that I've been able to find what the safety certification is. So unless I could find that on some other site, this is not a helmet that I would ever buy because I need to know how safe it is. But they do have some other helmets here of other designs. Like here's a Carnage helmet and a Joker helmet. Here's a look at the Carnage one. And it's cool, man. I like it. I like it. They're just really expensive, you know, because you can find a very safe, decent looking helmet. And you don't have to spend $600 for it. But if it is going to cost $600, I would definitely like to know the safety certification. Is it Snell? Is it ECE? Or is it just DOT? Because if it's just DOT, then you can keep it. All right, so almost done. A couple more things I want to show. Check out this really cool, Incredible Hulk life-size bust statue. Look at that face. Oh my goodness. $985. You can get it right now. Here's a human for scale. So it's pretty darn big. It is pretty darn big, and he looks just phenomenal. He's 26 inches tall. So man, he's just over 2 feet. So yeah, definitely put this on an end table or something like that. This will be an eye catcher for sure. There's an apple for scale. Massive. Look at that. I don't know if if it would raise the price to be just, beyond what a regular normal person would be willing to save up to buy. But, just having this backspace being nothing but the stand, I wonder how much more they would charge if you can just kind of have the entire midsection filled out to go along the back, and you can still kind of have the stand visible, but have just all of this be Hulk back. I wonder how much that would raise the price. But yeah, he still looks really, really cool. I love that. Squinted eyes, slanted grimace. It's a nice looking Hulk here. All right. And so last and certainly not least, if you really want to spend the money, you can get yourself this $1,500 Lady Demontresque Pure Arts statue from Resident Evil Village, coming out in the second quarter of 2023. She's a big one. So here's the look, the full look here. She's sitting on or standing on that stand. I know that people are big fans of Lady Demontresque. She's got those super long claws, pale skin, 35 inches tall. That's pretty darn big. Made of mixed media with a polyresin body, faux wood, and marble base. Highly detailed, features synthetic, pre-styled hair, a removable hat, and a custom tailored and weathered dress. Limited edition of 666 pieces. So she has 2 hand poses, claws extended, and a cigarette holder. So yeah. Yep. Custom tailored weathered dress. And to answer your next question, the answer is I don't know.
You sinners.
But yeah, the detail looks really good. I mean, you can just kind of look at that skin right there. You see the little imperfections right there and kind of dirty. They did a very, very good job. Yep. It's a great looking statue, $1,500. So yeah, it would have been great if it wasn't faux wood, if it was real wood. But it probably just lends itself to more problems. Wood expands with the humidity and it could ruin it. So I guess faux wood would be the way to go if you're going to kind of keep that whole aesthetic of House Demontresque. But anyway, you guys, that is it for this episode of Action Figure Window Shopping. Going to be back next week with, I'm sure it's going to be some really nice McFarlane Toys announcements from their showcase that they're going to be having, as well as any other thing that happens in the course of that week. So hopefully it'll be very exciting. I'll share the news with you. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jeremy. Talk to you later.